So you've had a food allergy or food sensitivity test and everything has come back abnormal, showing you're reacting to everything. This might not be accurate. In this video, I'm going to give you the 3 reasons why your food sensitivity or food allergy testing may not be accurate, and we're going to get started right now. Well, hello everyone, I'm Dr. Glenn Harrison and welcome to this week's segment of Why. This is where we take just a few minutes to answer some of the most common health-related questions that I see in my clinic every day. So the question this week is, that I see, it's not just this week, but I've seen it for years, where people get really frustrated because they do these food sensitivity tests, these food allergy tests, and 50 to 100% of the results coming back are showing they're reacting. And then they leave, and they leave their doctor's appointment, wherever they were, and they're not getting any answers. So there's 3 major reasons why we react, or a food sensitivity test is showing a bunch of false positives. And hear me out. So the first reason is, well, you actually are reacting to it, but hold on for a second. So if we can have lots of reactions to foods or react to a lot of foods, but it's usually the maximum, if it's accurate, is about 50% of what the panel is testing. Now, there can be exceptions, but anything over 50%, I'll explain in the other 2 causes, but 50% and under, it possibly could be. The test could be accurate. You could really be reacting to that many things. So, that's the first reason, okay? It is possible you're reacting to 50% or less. Okay, the second reason is something called intestinal permeability, or also the slang phrase is leaky gut. And this can show reactivity of as much as 50% on a panel, or even higher, more than 50% of the foods being tested. You can correct leaky gut, and you can test for leaky gut, but it's really where foods that you consume, protein, should stay in your intestine, but because of something that disrupted your gut-blood barrier, these entire proteins cross into your bloodstream, and then that's where your immune system is. You mount an artificial immune response. Your body makes antibodies for those foods that shouldn't be in your bloodstream, and then the panel comes back false positive. The people with leaky gut also have random food sensitivities, and sometimes there's a problem with the food, sometimes there isn't. I've done videos on leaky gut thoroughly, very, very thorough, on how to test for it, what to look for, and you can see that in the description. So that's number 2, leaky gut. Okay, now the third cause is quite a bit more technical. In fact, we're learning more and more about this. We don't know that much about this right now, and it's when people build polyreactive antibodies. Their body makes polyreactive autoantibodies. And this would be a food sensitivity or food allergy test where 90+% of what is tested is showing that they're reacting to it. Like everything is they're reacting to every food that they've done. And this would be polyreactive autoantibodies. So what that is the individual had to have been reacting to a virus or mold. Those are the 2 most common, and also we're learning about COVID. Sometimes they can have this nasty, real terrible, aggressive emergency immune response, and their body fights it, and polyreactive antibodies are kind of like your primitive immune system, where your immune system reaches back in its filing cabinet and pulls out these primitive autoantibodies, because their modern day immune system can't fight that irritant, that viral load, that infection, that mold, and you can have polyreactive autoantibodies. So it's where 90% or more of your food sensitivity test is all positive. Usually it's close to 100, really. And it takes about, from what we know now at the time of this video, 8 to 12 months when that immune threat has disappeared, the virus, the mold, the COVID infection. 8 to 12 months after that, where polyreactive antibodies go back into the filing cabinet. Okay, so they're protective, they're not dangerous, but it's something that we see, and it's not very common. I've only had maybe 3 this year at the time of this video in the last 12 months. So there's the big 3. 1, less than 50% of what you're reacting to on a panel, it could be truly reacting. The second thing is leaky gut, that's 50% and higher. And then when you get that 90% to 100% of things you're reacting to, of tested things that you are reacting to, that would be questions about polyreactive autoantibodies. So this is with the consideration that the food sensitivity testing company or the food allergy testing company is a solid, effective company. There's some out there that aren't that great. So if you have any questions about this, leave a comment. I'm going to keep rolling out more information like this, so hit subscribe if it's value to you, because there's going to be more and more stuff like this coming out over the weeks and months. And then also, if you have a question about this and need help navigating through this, you can click a link in the description. You can have a free call with me, 15 minutes, where we can discuss your case and see if I can help. If I can't help, I'll point you in the direction where someone can. So hope this was helpful. I look forward to talking to you next day, where we're going to answer the why to another health-related question. Have a great day.